Welcome back to the Namida's Recycle Bin Level Solving Commentary video series. And today we're going to be covering Step 3, the third rank. But before I do that, there's something that I would like to do right now, which is to rectify some mistakes that I made, and plenty of them, yeah, from yesterday when I was covering Step 2, the second rank. And yeah, just to clarify, the Lemmings Plus 2 repeats in the Step 2 rank are pretty much just harder repeats of the lowest that you can find in the current Lemmings Plus 2 version of the pack for new formats Neo Lemmings. At least I'm pretty sure they're still present, yeah, in the pack. But yeah, the repeats here are just simply much harder versions of them, and yeah, they are found as the first rank of the Lemmings Plus 2 bonus pack, and that was given to me by a great friend of mine. Yeah, in the past few weeks because I came long after the download links for the bonus pack were dead. So yeah, I unfortunately was not able to grab it before that happened. But yeah, a friend of mine just happened to still have it around on their hard drive. So I thank that friend. But yeah, that friend wishes to stay anonymous. So so I will honor that request. So sorry, folks. Yeah, I'm not going to disclose who it is, but yeah, just note that I was able to get a copy of the Lemmings Plus 2 bonus pack. Yeah, from someone who still happened to have it around on their hard drive. So anyway, yeah, just plenty of mistakes that I made in yesterday's video. In that, like for example, there were other things that I committed, such as accidentally pressing something on my keyboard to cancel the replay, and then I had to reload it and stuff. Yeah. The time I was recording was apparently not so good. Yeah, it didn't really help that I was really exhausted and tired too. And yeah, that's something that I should probably clarify as well. In that, like, yeah, I was just really tired yesterday because, like, I didn't get that much sleep before I needed to report to something called jury duty. I'm pretty sure many of you have heard of that, especially if you're from the USA. Yeah, it's just some really dumb, uh, like civic duty thing that people have to do. Yeah, and the laws of it is like different depending on the state you're from. But yeah, I was unfortunate to get a jury duty summons in the mail. Yeah, from about 2 months ago, and yesterday, yeah, was the day that I had to report. Yeah, after calling the number on the summons or checking the website listed, and yeah, it said that I had to report on Monday, May 19th. So that was unfortunate, but the really nice thing was that I was very fortunate enough to be dismissed, yeah, before noon. So I was only there for 4 hours, but it still stuck having to wait, yeah, for 4 hours in the lobby though. But it's definitely much preferable to having to stay until close to 5 p.m., which is when the courthouse closes. Yeah, here in Southern California. Yeah, at least in the area that I'm in. Um, and quite honestly, I did not expect that because of all the times that I have had to do duty in the past 12 to 13 years, yeah, I've done it like 4 or 5 times total now. And of all the times that I've done that, yeah, this is only the second time in which I've been lucky enough to be dismissed before noon. Yeah, the first time being when I first did jury duty back in 2012 or 2013. And then all the times after that, yeah, I've had to stay, yeah, until close to 5 p.m. So pretty unfortunate, but just know that I honestly think it's a really, really dumb thing because yeah, it's completely arbitrary and random who gets selected for it, and there's always the uncertainty as to whether you're going to be selected to be on the jury or not. And honestly, yeah, I'm one of those people. I really, really hate courts. Um, they just don't like sit well with me, and yeah, honestly, I just don't like doing like court cases and stuff. So yeah, definitely not for me. I rather not discuss law and politics. Yeah, math and science are more my jam, and anything that I find really great interest in, such as retro gaming and lemmings, stuff like that. By the way, yeah, that's why I was really really tired yesterday because I only had like an hour of sleep before I had to wake up to get ready for jury duty, and it just didn't help that I was recording. Um, Yeah, even while I was like still tired and everything. Yeah, and I do believe I did it. Yeah, even after taking a nap too. So and which was only, oh, I don't know, I think only like 2 hours long. So not that much, but in any case, yeah, I think I did as best as I could there, but it just didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. But that's the way it is sometimes, and you just roll with the punches, or at least I learned to roll with the punches. And I think this is where my experiences as a sub, yeah, for the last several years really comes in handy because I've gotten like a lot better with like covering up my mistakes and like, and then the students don't even notice because I don't know, they probably don't care enough, or they just aren't knowledgeable enough to see if I'm bluffing or not. But it's not like I'm a stand-up comedian or anything. But I guess you can say that I kind of like am like doing it. Um, so anyway, that's what I just wanted to clarify up on. Yeah, and sorry that this has taken up a bulk of the video already, but yeah, I really needed to like put some stuff more in explanation. Yeah, so that you know where I was coming from with all those blunders and everything that I committed in yesterday's video. Yeah, for when I was covering step 2. Yeah, the second rank. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it all. So let's go ahead and start step 3 now, the third rank, which, as mentioned in the previous video, is Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks. Yeah, and this is where we finally get into the gimmicky stuff. In that, like, there were plenty of gimmicks that used to exist in very early versions of Neo Lemmings. Yeah, and while some of these were like really good ideas and stuff, and they sound really good on paper, yeah, they unfortunately just made the game really confusing, and so yeah, as a result, yeah, they weren't like too liked, and more than that, yeah, they also caused a mess in the coding for Neo Lemmings, and so yeah, when the shift was made to the old formats Neo Lemmings, yeah, all the gimmicks were coded except for the zombie one, which is still present in Neo Lemmings today. Um, but yeah, honestly, I would agree with the community here that it was for the best that these gimmicks were coded. Yeah, because while I did like plenty of these, yeah, honestly, a lot of them, some of these were just downright annoying and like, yeah, didn't really add much to the game. So, yeah, I honestly don't miss them too much. But if I wanted to, I could always like, fire up my 1.43 N-F Neo Lemmings player and load up these old packs to play. Yeah, so at least that Neo Lemmings player version is still available. Yeah, in case you want to play these packs that had these former gimmicks and former features. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start now. So Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks 1. Something's not right here. So yeah, notice something on the preview here? That's right, it said 75 Lemmings to be killed. So yeah, rather than saving them, the goal is to kill a required amount. A certain amount, yeah, in order to pass. So, these are the gimmick levels which were removed for Lemmings Plus II, and those found in its bonus pack that were not reused. Yeah, I do believe that this was not present in the Lemmings Plus II bonus pack. We want Lemmings Plus II gimmicks, so up here. Yeah, there are 17 levels here, so therefore, yeah, I'm going to do 10 levels for the first one, and then the remaining 7 levels in the next video. Yeah, as I usually do the, yeah, with this format, with this video format. Yeah, so the easiest way, in order to count for the lemmings being killed, you have to drown them and get them killed into traps. Yeah, or you make them splat. Yeah, falling off the bottom of the level does not count. Yeah, in for purposes of this gimmick. Yeah, and this gimmick is called karoshi. Yeah, and it apparently was a pretty popular one with the Lemmings community. Yeah, and I would have to agree there because this is definitely one of my favorite gimmicks as well. Yeah, normally I don't like to kill lemmings, but yeah, this one was a lot of fun. Yeah, with the levels that I have played. Yeah, featuring the gimmick. So once again, yeah, it's called karoshi. Yeah, where the goal is to kill lemmings rather than to save them. And so, in other words, you can think of the exits as traps now, and then the traps as your ally. Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks 2, the haunted house. And yeah, this time we need to save them, but this features a different gimmick here. Let's see, Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks. Yeah, number 2. Oh, and I had to replace the variable. Right. Yeah, that was another time when I was testing something here, and then yeah, I let the replay play out all the way to the end, and because it was successful and I had the setting enabled, yeah, that's why there's another replay saved. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the first one. Unless this one also failed too, which I don't think it did. So yeah, video of everything. Yeah, this one features the gimmick in where, yeah, any skills that you use, it will not visually show that the terrain is being destroyed. So therefore, only the lemming that's performing the destructor skill gets to pass through, while the others are blocked. And so, in other words, if I want another lemming to go through, I will have to make that lemming bash as well, because there's no bashable tunnel left behind. Yeah, and the same thing with builder steps. Yeah, they are not left into place either. So therefore, none of the others will be able to use the staircase that the builder is making. Yeah, turns around. Yeah, and then I just have to send out another lemming by bashing, and then yeah, he would do the exact same thing with building, and then I do another one. Yeah, make him turn around. Yeah, so he hits his head. At least I think that's what happened here. Yeah, I think he happened to hit his head. Yeah, at the time he ran out of bricks, so that's why he turned around. But yeah, notice here that the save requirement is only 4. Therefore, you only need to do this 4 times with 4 different lemmings. So while the skills may seem like a lot, yeah, they will run out very quickly if you try to do it with all the lemmings here. And yeah, I guess supposedly you could just take the easier way. I guess that would have done the trick as well. Yeah, and it might be able to save way more. Yeah, possibly even all of them. But yeah, I don't think I tried those. And yeah, no possibility of builders colliding with one another. So therefore, they don't trigger off on checks in which they will hit their head or trigger off the foot check and stuff. Yeah, then we need to dig to avoid the fire trap here. So yeah, as you can see, the builders are already running out pretty low. But I think it's only because I made them all go out to the left. Yeah, I think if I had made them go out to the right instead, I think we would have way more builders left over. And like I said, it may be possible to save way more, or possibly even all of them. But in any case, yeah, since you're not allowed to, or rather, since you don't need to save everyone, this is just one of many ways to do the low. And just like the easiest way to do it without being so annoying, yeah, and repetitive. And yeah, I guess it also makes the terrain indestructible as well. Because of the skills that I went through, yeah, it's solid terrain and not steel. But yeah, I guess apparently this gimmick of not leaving any like passable tunnels and stuff, it also makes the terrain indestructible. I guess that's a tiny detail that I forgot about. Anyway, Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks 3 Overflow Zone. Yeah, and only 2 minutes here. This is number 3. Yeah, what was the gimmick here? Yeah, because I remember this one is present in the Lemmings Plus II Bonus pack. Okay, so we go here. Yeah, set up a timer. Block. Yeah, and then we start building. I think this is just the fact that, yeah, that skills will count down from 99 after run out, I think. Yes, okay. So this is essentially having infinite skills, it appears. Therefore, the low is easier than it should be. And should make it possible to save everybody. But, you know, you are allowed to lose some here, and also, yeah, you don't have that much time either. Yeah, and then just blow up the blocker. Okay, yeah, I don't even save all of them in time, but I do save enough, yeah, to pass. So yeah, this infinite skills gimmick, yeah, where even after you run out, they start counting down from 99. It makes lows like Really, really easy. Anyway, Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks for Who Turned the Gravity Off? So yeah, this is the no gravity gimmick. Um, this wasn't too popular with the Lemmings community, from what I understand. But this is number 4, I think. Yes. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that it doesn't even tell you that that's the wrong replay. So yeah, that's the very bad shortcoming of the early new Lemmings players. But yeah, as you can see, this is what the no gravity gimmick does. Yeah, Lemmings just walk in the air. Yeah, and essentially, it's pretty difficult to come back down. But there are ways to do so, though. And yeah, the builder staircase is there. It's just that it's not set to no override, I believe. So yeah, you can use slopes to come back down. And then, yeah, so after we're building to get them out, we go ahead and bash here. Okay, and then mine through here. Yeah, and we're going to go ahead and bring them back down by mining here. So yeah, they're just going to use the top of the miner tunnel in order to come back down. As you can see right there. Yeah, and then after, I think once we're low enough, then we bash. Maybe. And I think apparently the no gravity gimmick makes the bottom edge like solid steel. Yeah, rather than be deadly as it usually is. I honestly do not remember that detail at all. But yeah, that's how you get them to the exit. Yeah, so the easiest way to bring them back down is with a miner. But there are other ways to do so as well, such as with the builder wall. Yeah, 3 builders stacked behind one another. So that they cannot step up through the staircases. Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks 5. Not the garden variety lemming. What was featured here? I can't remember. 5, right? So they all seem to be like levels of the purple tile set thus far. Okay, so we built here. Okay, yes, this is the hardworkers gimmick, where skills go on forever. So in particular, builders just keep going until they hit a wall, and then same thing with bashers, as long as they are standing on something. Okay, and then I stop the... Yeah, basher with a builder. Okay, and then I build in the other direction. Okay, and then we're just gonna keep zigzagging up, it appears. Okay, so I build when we're high enough here, at the highest point. Yeah, so that we're able to get up here, and then just bash to get to the exit. Okay, max out the release right here. Yeah, it appears that I just simply get them all contained in here first. Yeah, because eventually the basher will make his way through here and then just bash away the terrain, therefore preventing them from exiting. Yeah, because as you can see, I just barely managed to succeed there. Yeah, before the basher took away the terrain where the exit was sitting on. But we managed to get 3 over the requirement here. Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks 6. Tragedy in Motion. Yeah, once again, karoshi. Yeah, you had to kill 30 of them. And this one is in the Lemmings Plus II Bonus pack. Number 6. At least I think it is. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. So we mine out to the left. Yeah, and then we just simply build. Yeah, to get high enough, and then they will splat, I believe. Or no, here I do something different. I just dig. But I'm pretty sure in the Lemmings Plus II bonus pack, yeah, I just simply build so that they end up high enough to like splat when they fall back down. So yeah, apparently another way to do this is to simply drown them all. Yeah, drown them all. Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks 7. If only they could die. So, once again, Karoshi. This time you kill all of them except one. Gimmicks 7. Oh, no. I was wrong about the tile set, because there happened some in this one as well, like in the first one. Yeah, in the first level, which is the tree set. Yeah, for Lemmings Plus II. Okay, so we build. Bash. Yeah, then finally one bash to get to the water, it appears, I think. Okay, I did that instead. I bash it and build. Or rather, build it and bash. Okay, yeah, apparently I put a blocker at the end to redirect them to the water. So it would have been easier to just simply bash. Yeah, have them drop down here, and then bash to get into the water pit. So yeah, for the purposes of Karoshi, yeah, it does not count. You have them fall off the bottom of the low. Yeah, in order to count for killing purposes, okay, and apparently it does not allow you to use the nuke here. So yeah, I just have to exit out. But anyway, like I was mentioning, you cannot have them drop off the bottom of the low. Yeah, for the purposes of Karoshi, it does not count. Yeah, in order for it to count, you actually have to see them die. Yeah, so in other words, splatting, being killed to traps, or drowning. Yeah, those all count. Oh, right. Yeah, it's Karoshi. Yeah, if the Karoshi gimmick is enabled, you cannot use the nuke, because then the lows will be way too easy. Yeah. So that's another thing. You cannot use the nuke to kill them for purposes of Karoshi either, because it is disabled. Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks 8, the Lemming layout. Yeah, here you have to kill everyone. Let's see. And so, yeah, as a result of the previous level, yeah, it is possible to kill all of them. Yeah, if I just simply bash to get to the bottom, and then just do one final bash to get into the water pit. Not sure why I didn't do that there, though, because I'm very certain I did that in the Lemmings Plus II bonus pack, though. What level is it? I think it's 8 now. Let's see if that's right. Yes, it appears to be correct. Yeah, the top entrance is easy. Just dig and then they just fall down and splat. The bottom entrance is a little harder. Okay, yeah, and then they just all climb. Yeah, so that they can walk into this trap here. Oh, and except for the final lemon that comes out of the bottom, which needs to be bombed. So yes, using the bomber skill does count. I think same thing with the stoner skill, but I can't remember if it is fine for Karoshi purposes either. I would assume it is, because it is in fact killing the lemming. Yeah, except it also has the added effect of turning the lemming into terrain as well, instead of leaving a crater hole. Anyway, Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks 9, the Monument. So here you have to kill everyone, and within the time limit of 1.5 minutes. Yeah, there's also a really interesting talisman challenge solution for this one in the Lemmings Plus II bonus pack, and it's a pretty good one in my opinion. Yeah, it took me quite a while to figure out. Let's see, this is number 9. Okay, block here and then bash. Yeah, bash again. So yeah, because the nuke is disabled, you will have to bomb the blocker. Yeah, and then finally just mine here to have them all drown, except for that blocker, which again, we have to bomb him. Yep, and barely managed to make it, about 8 seconds remaining. And then finally, Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks 10, Suicide Method 1. Yeah, here you have to kill all but 4 of them. Yeah, this is also available in the Lemmings Plus II bonus pack. Yeah, I don't think there's any other gimmicks enabled here. So climb and then bomb once he's high enough. Yeah, they just have the first 2 build. Yeah, one does slip by, but that's okay. Because you are, after all, allowed 4 to not die. Yeah, for purposes of the karoshi here. Yeah, and again, falling off the bottom does not count. Yeah, you have to see the lemmings actually die. Alrighty, so that was the first 10 levels of the Lemmings Plus II Gimmicks rank. And so, in the next video, we'll finish up by covering the remaining 7 levels of the rank. So, with this, hope you enjoyed the video, the Namida's Recycle Bin Levels of a Commentary video series, and I'll see you all next time.